In this video I'm going to show you how to create your first playlist, and like we said, a playlist is just the order of sequence for your content. So let's assume you've created that first piece of content and you're ready to go. Step 2 is the playlist tab, so select playlists on the top here. Let's start by clicking the new playlist button to create something new, so I'll click new playlist there. Your various creatives should appear on the left hand side. If they don't, simply hit add creative there and all of your creatives will populate. Start by giving your playlist a name, so I'm going to call this playlist Entrance Playlist. If you want to, you can give it a description, but it's not normally necessary. And once I've done that, I'm ready to start actually adding in those individual slides. So you'll see the ones that I made earlier. If I want to add them, I simply hover over and I press the add, and you'll see that that piece of content now populates. So I'm going to add in a few more of those creatives here. So let's add these ones in. If I want to change the order of sequence of those, I can. So basically what would happen in this playlist is it would play the first piece of content for the duration, and then it would fade into the next one, and then the next, and it would play on a loop. If I want to swap the order around, I can just select any of my creatives and I can drag them over, and that will simply change my order of sequence. If I want to as well, I can remove those creatives. So if I hover over any of those creatives and press the bin icon, it will delete that playlist from my order of sequence. If you want to change the duration, you can do that as well. So the duration will default to either 10 seconds or it will default to however long that piece of content within the creative is set to play for. So you'll see I've got a video in here which is 24 seconds long, which is why it's defaulted to 24 seconds. If I want to change the duration, simply click on the clock. I can adjust that time like so, hit the tick, and then that will update the duration. It's really, really simple. If you want to schedule individual pieces of content, so set expiry times and choose specific days for content to play, you can do that by pressing this calendar icon. I'm not going to go through that now, so head over to our scheduling tutorial for a detailed overview of how to do this, because it's a really useful feature. For now, let's assume that we're happy with our entrance playlist. Once we're happy, simply click create in the top right corner and you'll see that that playlist has now appeared. We recommend keeping playlists nice and simple, so it's not always necessary to have lots of different playlists. If you have multiple screens, sometimes it's worth just having one playlist per screen and then maybe a general playlist so that you can send content to all of your screens really simply. Now that you've created your first playlist, you're ready to assign that playlist to your screens.